So when somebody raises a complaint stating my computer is very slow, okay, the first and foremost thing that you need to do, you need to come here, go to the this PC and see how much free space you have in the C drive. First and foremost thing. So normally what happens in the C drive we have cache. Okay. If there is no much space in the C drive, then that will also leads the performance issue of a computer. Okay. If you don't have any space, much space in the C drive, try to clear some space. And by default, you know where and all you can do the cleanup. You can just go to the C drive and see the users and see what all user profiles are there. Just check. Sometimes what happens, the users will keep lot many data in their profiles. They will keep the downloaded files, they'll keep the softwares, and they will keep all their personal data. Before you delete, talk to the user, make sure they don't need any data, then delete the data. Okay. Say for example, if you want to see the administrator desktop, go to desktop and see nothing is there, delete it. If you want to downloads, see, go to downloads. If you have something, ask them and delete it. Okay. This is the first one. Another one is you have to delete the temporary files of the computer. There are two temporary files. One is simply temp. If you simply type temp and open the folder, you see you have all these files. Control A, you can delete this without asking any permissions. Okay. See, I have deleted almost everything. Okay, some files are not getting deleted because they are in use now. Another one is percentage temp percentage. Okay, see, you can control A and shift delete. You should not ask to delete all these things anybody. Okay, and this is the one more thing. And the last one is go to properties and you have disk cleanup. Click on this one and it will, what it will do, it will analyze the overall files available, logs available. Okay, and it will just tell us what you want to delete. See, you can select everything, whatever you don't want. See, you can just say delete. So this deletes and this clean up the drive, whatever the files you don't want, unnecessary files only, it will just come here and it will just help me. See, it got reduced, some space got reduced here. If that is also not helping, then you have to go to this task manager here. See, this taskbar is there, no? If you right click on this taskbar, you can see the option called task manager. Go there and here maximize this one and click on more details. As soon as you click on more details below, you can see multiple options are there with respect to the performance. Okay, this is the processes. If you want to see how many processes are there, okay, what processes consume how much of space, see here, this is CPU, this is memory, this is the disk percentage. Okay, network bandwidth, four things are very important with respect to the computer performance, and you need to understand the issue. Okay, if you want to quickly have a glance, go to performance and see the graphs. See, CPU is this much, memory is this much, disk is this much, and Ethernet performance is this much. Sometimes you see the CPU and memory will be always like 100%, 95%, 98%. If that is the case, there is some performance usage is high. Okay, so to understand which CPU or which processor, which service is consuming more CPU and memory, what you can do, you can go to processors here and you have to look for this percentage. See, CPU is 14%, memory is 37%. Okay, you need to click on this. Now you want to see 37% is memory and you want to see what is the top consumer. Click on this 37 and you see all the services which are, or the processes which are consuming high, they will be listed on the top. See, anti-malware service executable, some antivirus related process is consuming about 78.9 MB of memory. Check whether it is legitimate or not. In my case, it is legitimate because it is my antivirus software. This is normal that will be running. It will be doing some kind of guard they will guarding it, they will do normally guard it, right? It will securely, no, it will secure our computer from the malicious attacks and all, so it is fine. Sometimes what happens, you will have your Google Chrome, you will have some other unwanted tools will be there, okay? Say for example, now let me open Edge. So Edge will also be listed now. So now google.com, let me continue browsing, okay? Similarly, let me do some. Now if you see, Edge is consuming around 65%. See, CPU is 100%, it is now. What is that consuming 100% CPU? If you go to the performance now, see, CPU it says 100% utilized. Look at here, it is the top 100%. See, now it came to 58%. Okay, so now I want to see what is consuming high now. If you go to process, if you click on memory, okay, you see the Edge is consuming about 303 MB of memory. Okay, and you will tell the client or the user, I can see the Edge is consuming more memory. Okay, please close the unwanted tab. See here, if I close one tab, two tabs I have closed. You see, it is reducing. See, from 370 MB, it got reduced to 280. See, now if you further close this one, the complete browser, the Edge browser, see, it will get reduced. See, it went up. Microsoft Edge is now, it is in a 22.4 MB place. Okay, and if you feel like you don't need this Edge, right click and just end the task. See, now the utilization drastically came down from 60% to 40%. Okay, so this is how sometimes you will see maybe some application related softwares or processes consuming more. There you cannot do anything. What you have to do, you have to inform the application team stating that we see this is an application process consuming more CPU and more memory. Okay, kindly check what should be done, and you can redirect this ticket to the application team. Okay, and sometimes some operating system level files will be, or a process will be taking more CPU and memory. That time what you have to do, you have to check is there any patches are available, patching, right? If you go here, Windows update, here if you go to Windows, check for Windows updates, here you will have some patches to install. See, check for updates. If something is available, you can install it. So, and restart the computer. But for that, you need to take the confirmation from the user. Sir, I am going to install the patches. I can see some patches are missing there. If I install it, I think your performance issue will be fixed. So take the confirmation, because normally patching will take about 30 minutes. Okay. It depends on the patch size. If it is a small plugins and all, it will be less. But if it is a huge KBs, it will take 30 minutes or something. But they can do parallelly, they can work actually, not a problem. Yeah. So these are all the couple of ways. Okay, so we need to check the or tune the performance of an application or performance of an computer. Okay, so this is the generic way of troubleshooting the computer performance issue. Okay, so I think with that I can stop the recording for this one, for the performance issue of the computer.